Video we will understand how to download MySQL Client and the Workbench both. So if you guys are looking for the full stack training, you can contact Multis Innovations. We will be training the different courses like Java full stack, Python full stack, Stack, data science and DevOps, and some other courses even so far. So the first step, we open new tab and we write MySQL download, and we can select the second URL like MySQL downloads, and let us scroll down and we'll be seeing this MySQL community GPL downloads, and then you can click on this MySQL installer and you can select the second file, and which is about 500 MB, and by default it will select the operating system. You can see by default we are having the Windows, and you can click on the download. And the next step, you can click this no thanks, just start my download. And when you are installing the MySQL, right, please maintain the proper internet and please follow step by step. If you miss any one step, right, again you'll be getting the problem with the port numbers again. So please subscribe my channel and like the video if you like it. And the next step is we will wait for this, and it is installing still. We will wait for this until it download. The download was completed, and you can see here we'll be having MySQL installer community. We can double tap on this. And the pop-up we see, right, it is starting installation. And it will take some time, as I said, right, it will collect the lot number of files. So I see this pop-up, right, by default it is asking us to choose a setup type. I select the server only. Then you'll be having different options like client only, full and custom. I just, as of now we are using the server only. Let me go for next, and this file will execute now. You can click on the execute and it is started installing. Maintain proper Wi-Fi to collect all the files. And we click on the next. And you can go for the next step again. And you can see the default port number is 3306, and we will not change the port number. And then again we go for the next step, and it is asking us to write the password, which will be like encryption. So use strong password. I will go for the next. So I will write the basic password here, as I'm writing the password as root. So I can go for the next step, and it is asking us when the operating system starts, right? If you want to start the MySQL, then you can check this. Okay, as of now I will uncheck this, because when my operating system is started, I don't want to start MySQL. I want to start it manually. So you can go for the next button, and it is asking us the permissions. Yes, I want to give the full grant access. Go for the next and click on the execute. All these files will be installed. allow some time to install all the files. And you can click on the finish, and let us select the next button and click on the finish. So successfully what we have done is we have installed the MySQL client and we have not at all installed the Workbench. So let us open the command prompt, and you can write MySQL client in this. You can see here we'll be having MySQL command line client. You can open this. As just now I said, right, we have given the password as root. And finally we have opened the MySQL shell. Now if you want to write some queries, right, you can write here. We will check how many databases are there. By default you can write show databases and you can select this. See, as of now by default you'll be having 4 databases in your MySQL Workbench, or not in the MySQL Workbench, it is the shell. And if you want to create any database, you can write create, or you can write schema, SCH EMS schema, and we write the database name as hello. See, the database was created. Again, if you want to see the database whether it was created or not, you can write the previous command, show databases. See, we are having a database called as hello here. Now I want to connect to this database. To connect, right, we write connect hello over here. And finally we have connected to the hello database here. Now if you want to create any table, right, you can start writing from here, create table. I'm giving the table name employee, and I will pass the column names employee ID, comma, and I will give the employee ID as an integer, employee ID, which will be like integer, and employee name varchar, and we'll pass some size as 40, and you can write employee name, and we can write address, employee address, and you can give some size as 255 because the employee address will be larger, and you can write employee salary, and the salary will be like double. And the e-address, right, we have to pass the varchar over here, employee address, you have to pass varchar, and you can finally you can close the colon and enter. So finally the table was created here. If you want to insert the record, right, again we can write insert into, and the table name is employee, and what you want to insert. And the first step, you can write the column names. I will write employee ID, comma, employee name, and employee address, comma, employee salary. And please check where you are adding the column names, right, please check the spellings. And the next you write values, what you want to enter into this. I will write the ID number as 101. Again, employee name, I will write some Sai Kiran. I'm passing in a string. Again, we are having the address. I'm writing HYD Hyderabad. Again, what is the salary? I'm writing salary as 10,000. So finally, I closed it. Colon enter. The record was inserted. If you want to select this record, you can write select star from, give the table name employee. See, we are having this table. So if you want to close the shell, you can write exit. So finally the shell was closed. Again, if you want to open the same MySQL client, you can come here and you can select this, and you can give the password as root. Again, you can write show databases. Just we have given the mistake, you can write show space databases. See, we are having this many databases. Just now we have created the hello. If you want to connect, you can write connect hello. And if you want to close, you can pass the exit command. So finally we have closed the shell. So the next step is we want Workbench, right? If you want download Workbench, you can write in the next tab, download. You can write MySQL Workbench download. and we can select the first link. And you can see here by default it is selected the operating system, and this is like 250 MB, and we click on this download, and you can click on this no thanks, just start my download. We will wait for this until the file is downloaded. So successfully the file is downloaded, right? We open this and you can double tap on it to install it. When you're installing the MySQL, right, please follow the step by step what I have guided, and you can go for the next, and you can check the path of the workbench and go for next. And I want the complete setup, go for next and install it. It will take some time to install it. So now you can see, right, finally we have completed the installation. You can click on the finish, and you'll be having the checkbox to launch the workspace, and I will write finish. Probably it has taken some 10 minutes time. Okay, please allow the time to be installed. Okay, for a Windows Workbench, Windows MySQL Workbench. Now you can see, right, the workbench was opened, and you can click on this to open it. I'm passing some root as a password. When we have installed MySQL client, right, the same thing we have given, right, MySQL in the client we have given some root as a password. I will click OK. Now see, this is the way how the workbench interface looks like. If you want to create a new schema in this, and you can once refresh this database. If you are having a refresh, you can just refresh this and you'll be getting some option here. And we are having different ways to check out the pop-ups. You can select this, and we don't see any database as of now here, right? So let us check the refresh button here once. Server and a query, view, edit. You'll be having these things, right? Fine, we create a new database now. Click on this. I'm giving some database name as cat. Apply. And you can see here create schema cat. You can apply this and finish, and you can close this. And to check the workspace, right, you can click on the schemas. See, we are having the cat database now. Earlier in the MySQL client, right, we have created the hello database, right? So you can see the table also, right? The table we have created from the command line client, right, using MySQL client. The same thing, if you want to create any tables from in the workbench, right, you can just double tap on this, and you can write set as a default schema, and you can write the same query. If you want to create a table here, we write create table, and we'll pass the table name as employee, and we give some columns here, employee ID, which is an integer, employee name we are writing as a varchar. We will pass some size as 40, and we write some employee address, and we write some varchar which will be giving the size as 255, and we are having employee salary. You can write e salary, and we write this as a double, and you can close this. Now you can select this, and you can click on this. The table is created, and once you refresh back here, and you can see here the table was created. You can scroll this up. Okay, on the bottom I think we are having this. No, we don't see any interface here. Let us tap on this. Now see, just click on this. This will be right way to check the history, right? So just now the table was created. Now if you want to check the table interface, right? See, we can click on this result grid. You'll be having column names everywhere here: employee ID, employee name, address, and salary. You can close this. Now if you want to insert the record, right, so you can, in the next line, you can just pass over here, insert into employee, and just pass the column names. What are the column names you are having so far? I will copy paste from here. I just remove all this integer and everything from here. Employee name, and I'm writing employee address, and I'm writing employee salary. I will close this, and I will write values as a keyword, and you can pass the values 101, and you can write the employee name in a string, Sai Kiran, and you can write comma here, and you can pass this address Hyderabad, and you can pass the salary of some 10,000. And then next, if you want to run this query now, just you can select this query and you can click on this. See, the query was inserted. You can see the history over here. And once you refresh back, right, and click on the table, see, you're having one record here, select star from EMP. Okay. So finally, in this video, right, we have installed the MySQL Client and MySQL Workbench. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel, okay? If you want to learn any full stack training, you can contact us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, guys.